All right. Well, sorry, it's been a while since I posted a game, but been really busy at work, and this is cool because they merged the draft beta with the main game, and so now it looks like there's more games to be played. So I'm gonna jump into a four-player game here and just try this guy. Generally, I think three players is the best, but we can try four. Just see how it goes. So in general, four players is going to be a little bit faster. Um, so I'm going to be Thorgate here. My other option was UN. Can I use this power? Pretty good just to convert this power into heat. Get a building tag. One. All right, I'm going to try something a little different. I think with four players, this game's going to go pretty fast. I'm not sure that Jupiter Strat's going to be as viable. So I'm going to go with these and just see how it goes. Hey, Horst, how you doing? It's been a while. Let's see if we throw high good luck in here. How have you been? Yeah, so I guess my strategy, maybe try and go for builder. Um, it's not clear to me what these other people are playing yet. We'll see in a moment. But I think that the Jupiter strat overall is going to be a little less effective. I also don't love doing it out of Thorgate. Shoot. Okay, good. So we'll see. That could be a mistake. I mean, in general, it's pretty good just to take a card like Ganymede Colony and see if the Jupiter tags start flowing. Let's see what we got here. So we're playing Interplanetary Cinematics, Credit Core Phobolog. So basically, I just want to get a lot of value here. I'm going to use the energy that I have from Thorgate to start to just get carbonate processing down. And we'll get sponsors and inert gases going on turn one. Just try and build an early economy. Soletta. It's a good first play. I feel like I'm a little rusty. I haven't played terraforming in a while. All right, let's see how it goes though. So he's generating a little bit of heat too. So I'll just lead with sponsors. We'll just lead with sponsors here. And release of inert gas. Well, yeah, I think it's okay. There's a little bit of risk. I'm leaving this energy up, but most people aren't going to take... most people aren't going to take those energy hacking cards right away. That could have been a mistake if I was definitely planning on doing that. Yeah, I remember you, Horst. You've been on here before. You mentioned that. Um, I think it's time for you to jump into the digital arena. Technology demonstration. Immigration shuttles. I guess the question is, do I want to spend these credits on carbonate processing like I'd rather you drop a city down or something potentially. I think I'm gonna hold off one on carbonate processing. Although it is 3. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pass here. I know it's 3 cubes, but I'd rather have a little bit more cash. Rather have a little bit more cash going into the next generation just to see what I get. Ooh, giant ice asteroid. That's sweet. Definitely, I'll take that. Steelworks is pretty good too, but ice asteroid is just amazing. And I'm not going to have enough money to buy it on this turn, or to play it, unfortunately. So I may end up just kind of passing this turn. That's unfortunate because it's quite likely that somebody picks up these cards. You know, over the course of this entire whole turn. It is good that I'm going to be going first next generation, so I only have to make it through this this round. So I think I'm just going to take mine. GSG Factory is good, but there's already somebody that's heavy into heat, and what I really want is just a cheap building tag. So I'm just going to take mine. If I'm going to try and compete for builder, those really cheap building tags are superb. Let's take farming here. I'm not going to keep that card, I don't think. Trying to see if this they worked out the kinks on this. All right. So I'm gonna take mine and giant ice asteroid, and then basically I'm just gonna save enough cash to make sure I can play the ice asteroid first next turn. I probably will play carbonate processing then. Carbonate processing in mine. Let's see where everybody is with their builder. So I've got 0. Interplanetary Cinematics has 3. He's only got 3 cards though. He's got 3 and 6. So I think I play, yeah, I think I'm going to get mine and carbonate processing down. Seems a little early for that play, but he's clearly going for builder. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch him. Although he only has 2 cards, so there's still a chance. So I'm just going to play carbonate processing. And I will play mine, and then basically I'll just pass next turn and play giant ice asteroid, and hope that I can still get value off of these tiles. Okay, that's good. Faded one of them, and Phobolog doesn't have a ton of cash right now, and Phobolog is going to generally want to be playing cards that build economy, particularly titanium. In fact, if he had an ocean tile, he might even place it here because it's 8 credits for him. So I just need to fade Phobolog and Interplanetary Cinematics. So where am I going to place those oceans? Probably on the draw 2 cards. What else do I have in my hand here? Really nothing else. I wonder if he picked up the... I wonder if he was to my left and picked up the splitting plant or whatever that thing was. So I'm going to have 24, 45. So I'll be able to afford 36, 4, 2 cards out of the next draft. City. Okay, so he's... Well, that's actually good for me in the sense... Okay, that's not good for me. I was kind of... it's good to see him spending cash not on building tags, but then he had the cheap building tag to go with it. But he doesn't have a lot of cards. So I might, if I'm lucky, still be able to beat him to builder, but it's going to be tough. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. So I guess maybe I can try and go for Terraformer. Alright, so I can afford... I need to keep 36 cash on hand, so I can take 3 cards out of this draft. Question is whether it's worth it to continue on these like building tags or to just abandon that and go for other things. Man, that's tough. Both of these in the same pack. I have I have 2 science tags in my hand. I guess I'm just taking colony ship. That was not great for us. I'll probably keep that. And there's the splitting plant too. Well, this one I might actually take. This game is going to end really fast if a couple people get these energy splitting plants going. The water splitting plant is my favorite one though. It's the cheapest and both in terms of energy and just cost to play. So far not amazing cards. So, I guess, I mean, let's see here. These guys nobody has power right now. He has 2. Might be worth it to take it from him. It's a pretty cheap card for me. I can play 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to do that. All right. So... Oops. So let's go ahead and play a giant ice asteroid. Does anybody have plants? He's got 2. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to take the cards. And I'm going to take this steel. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the titanium. It's just so likely that I'll be able to use it. Yeah. Alrighty. Hey, Wolf, how's it going? It's been a long time. I've been just been busy at work, so I haven't been able to play. But it's cool they merged these the beta program and the regular program because it seems like it's easier to get a game. I just logged on. There's like 45 people online, so that's great. I'm in this 4-player game right now. Um, see how that goes. My thought with taking power supply is that if if this guy was to my left and almost assuredly at this point has one of those water splitting plant things, maybe that's why he started building up the power. So that's a little weird time to bump the heat, just setting it up for someone else. But so yeah, it would be actually amazing for me to get this splitting plant going. Um, because it will help me soak up points out of the oxygen track. Ooh, that was brutal. This guy's got 2 now. All right. So I am going to be a little cash poor here. Still don't have a super clear strategy other than just scoring points. I would like to get some sort of milestone thing going. Unfortunately, I'm not well positioned for any of them. Alrighty. Okay. So beam is good, but it's expensive. This is where I can't remember which way we're passing now. I think I would rather just have colonizer training camp though. It's a cheap building tag. It's just 2 points. None of these are amazing. I guess viral enhancers. Just because it's a science tag, I'm just unlikely to play that. Even is down. Okay, thanks, Horst. So I was passing to Credit Core. I bet Credit Core picked up Beam there, and that could be bad for me. But I guess I'll just take Mangrove. I don't really care if people take that other one. Design microorganisms is good. I'm a little surprised that came to me third. I just don't really. I guess I could potentially get into ground game at some point. I just don't really see it though. Maybe. Gen 4. Well, I guess I just take design microorganisms and training camp. Okay. I don't know about that. I have a good start with the just I have a good terraforming rating, but I'm still a little directionless here. I guess my priority could be to get water splitting plant online. It's also 2 building tags, which I mean I'm unlikely to get it here, but wow, this guy's just passing. He's got a lot of cash. I wonder if he's just gonna try and get mayor. Just go like city, 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 mayor kind of thing. I actually really like playing like that, just saving a lot of cash. I mean, he's gonna start the next generation with somewhere around 80 cash, which is certainly a lot. Um, I need another power tag to get supply consortium going. Yeah. That's an odd play. Like, he's cannibalizing his own heat. He's got 8 on Soletta. I guess it makes sense if he has something like insulation. Um, but I'm not sure I totally love that. I mean, he's just. I guess there's the side benefit of just being able to mess that guy up. Yeah, so this guy's clearly heading towards builder, and there's just no way I'm going to be able to stop that. I'll just go ahead and bump the heat once here and pass. I just want to see what these other guys do. You know, I might just not. I mean, as much as it makes sense to sort of play this, that would have been a sweet card for me. Just a cheap building tag, and I needed another power tag. Space station. Colonizer training camp. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass here. I know it's a little weird. I lose out on 2 plants, but I just want to have a lot of cash going into the next turn, because if I draw something like Demos down or something that's expensive, I want to be able to play that. I just want a little bit more flexibility. It's just still not clear to me where I'm going to get the bulk of my points. I think I'm likely to be locked out of milestones here. I feel like Credit Core is going to go for mayor on the next turn potentially, because the cities are cheap for him too. He gets the 4 credit discount, so it's just city, 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 mayor. I would not be surprised if that's what he ends up doing. So if mayor and builder are gone, then where does that leave me? I'm still pretty far away from terraformer. Nobody's getting planner in this one, and I'm not set up at all for gardener. Wow, that's a big play right there. Those toll station cards are really good with 4 players. Um, I think if I had been interplanetary cinematics, I think I would have sensed danger with the way that this green guy was playing, and I would have played another city somewhere on that last turn, um, just to make sure, because if this guy is indeed trying to do something like that, it's going to take him a while to set that up. Um, well, gosh, I do like gene repair. Greenhouses is just a cheap. So I'm passing up this time, which means I'm passing to cinematics. So if I pass him greenhouses, I'm basically just giving up on builder. But I don't realistically see a way that I'm going to get that anyway. I just don't have the tag. So I think I'm just going to take gene repair. I think it's a better card for me. It's got 2 points on it. Oh, research. There you go. Man, research is sweet. Also, energy tapping is pretty good for us in terms of trying to get uh, water splitting plant online. But I just can't resist research. It's too good. It also sets me up for scientist. Um, Noctis City. Not looking amazing in this game. Just gonna take Noctis there. Oh, AI Central too, huh? Well, they're really hooking me up with the tags. It's a little late for AI Central because this game's going to go pretty quickly. Definitely taking research. I don't think I'm playing Noctis. That doesn't look very good in this game. Taking gene repair. I think I'm going to skip on AI. I know that's weird, but I think I'd rather just get water splitting plant going. And since I don't have a good way to get energy, I mean, I could just buy the energy bumps, but I don't love that. So I've got 45 cash. I think I'm going to lead with research. Man, it would be amazing to get one of those research payoff cards like the energy production cards. All right. So let's just lead with research here. Kind of a blank, honestly. I don't have great things to use for robotic workforce. I mean, I do have 12 cards now. I could go for planner. That could be sort of my backup plan. Alternatively, I could bump my energy 3 times. I think it cost me 3 less. I think it cost me 8. Yeah. So that would be 24 cash. And then I could play Splitting Plant next turn. Spending 24. 24 is so much to just buy power with. When I have cheap power, I just need a power tag. It does cost me 1 more turn. So what I'm thinking is if I spend the 24 now, I'll be able to split water next turn. That's a tough call. My inclination is to wait another turn, but I may just be waiting too long. Strip mine. Well, I may also need to just get this. I may also just need to play Colonizer Training Camp just to get it down, just to be sure. I think I'm just going to play that. It's 2 points. Makes it harder for me to get Planner, but yeah, 731 Mayor Terraformer. Gosh, I'm gonna get locked out of all of these. It's really risky to fund scientists super early because there's just so many science tags floating around. It is easier to do it when you get research because that's the most devastating one to be played against you if you fund it, but I guess he wasn't going for the mayor. Yeah, I think I'm just passing here. This is a weird game. I feel like I'm just not quite getting dialed in to anything in particular. Like if I had the science payoffs, I would push hard in that direction. Like if I could generate a lot of energy, that'd be awesome that way. And I definitely don't want to spend 24 cash bumping energy and then just draw like, one of those science payoff cards when I could just, get them all down for that. So there is a point though where you have to stop delaying and just commit to something, and I may have already missed that point in this game. I don't have a great sense for the 4-player game, but I think this game's going to end on turn 10 or 11, so there's not that much left. This card's definitely not good right now. That card's not good. I guess I'll just take Business Action Network. I'm unlikely to play either of these cards. I guess I'll just keep that one. I definitely don't need Space Mirrors, although this does give me my second tag. Radchem Factory is pretty good too. For that matter, Subterranean Reservoir is not bad. This gives me my power tag. That turns on this card. So that would give me, it would cost me 3, 4, 5 to gain 1 power. Then 7. God, I'm just not getting the power cards. I mean, Radchem Factory is just 2 points. It's pretty good. I'm just going to take Radchem Factory. It's a tough call, too. Okay, that's what I wanted. Fuel generators is perfect because it gives me both a power tag and a builder tag. Although this guy's going to take builder right now. He's only got 1 card. But that power tag is what I wanted. Okay, so I am going to take fueled bacteria, or fuel generators, Radchem Factory. And that's going to put me at 13 cards. So I'm not going to take the other cards right now. This guy has 4 cards, so he almost assuredly took a building tag. I don't think that's a good play right now. I think it's going to take him. Wow, funded miner. I guess that makes sense for him. He's got 3 cards, and I'm going first next turn. Builder, we're at 7 and 3. All right, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to... I'm just going to bump the heat here. I would actually like people to pass on this turn because I don't want them to take my energy. I really want them to hit other people's energy right now. If there are any energy hate cards out there, I guess this is the only guy. Protected Habs. I am going first next turn, so if I just don't play anything this turn, I could just take Planner. That honestly might be my best play. Just take 3 cards and just play Planner. It depends a little bit on what this guy does. He's only got 10 cash. There's just no way I'm going to catch him, though. I have 3 more tags in my hand. I think he's pretty safe. All right, so... I have 13 cards. Wow, Wow. This is a tough call. I think I'm just taking planner though. I think I'm just gonna take. It's 5 points. It cuts other people off of 5 points. It only cost me 8 credits. I guess it cost me a little bit more than that because I have to buy 3 more cards. But the other thing is that it lets me see 3 more cards, and it's possible that I could take, if this guy doesn't clue in on planner, it's possible, or a builder, I could take that. Like I could, on the next turn, I could just get the planner and then play a building tag speculatively because I'm going to plan to do that anyway. And then if this guy sort of just loses track of the sequence, I might be able to get it. I don't think it's likely, but it's possible. Okay, good. Thanks, Horst. That makes me feel better. It's just, this has been a weird game. I feel like I haven't really done anything in this game. Also, I get to go first next turn, so if I get anything that bumps the heat twice, I might be able to get that ocean placement bonus too, which would be a big, big play. Yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping for too. Demos would be insane right now because it also just takes a bunch of points away from everybody else because a lot of people have gone into heat. And I've got just a couple of titanium cubes sitting around that I haven't really done anything with. I don't have a plan for, so. All right, here we go. I gotta buy 3 cards out of this. I don't need Search for Life. Permafrost Extraction is just a cheap ocean, but Plantation is probably the one just to prevent other people from getting it. And I have the tags to play it, so it's probably okay. Although nobody's building cities, so maybe the ocean tile was better. Well, I finally got my energy. Yeah, I'd probably take it. So I'm committed to buying 3 cards out of this pack. Lagrange is good. Development Center is good too. It also gives me a building tag if I'm still having any aspirations for that, but I think I'd rather just have Lagrange. There's the point on the card is good, and it's a science tag. I mean, they're both science tags. I'm going to keep that. That's a tough call. I mean, I think this game's going to be over. I think Lagrange is probably more utility. It draws a card. It has a point on it. Yeah, the more I think about that, I think Lagrange is the clear winner because it would be another turn yet before I could use all right, so I'm going to take 3 cards out of this pack. I'm definitely taking these 2, and I don't think I'm going to have extra energy. But I might. This is 2 points. This is also 2 points on the first time I play it. But this is a science tag. I just don't think I'm going to have any cities on the board. I'm going to go with Physics Complex. I might get there with the power tags and stuff that I have. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is take planner. And I don't have a way to bump the heat twice. Maybe that was premature. Maybe I should have just bumped the heat twice, but how many science tags do I have here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can't play that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm gonna get scientist. I'm gonna do it. This is a little risky, but I think it's a calculated risk that's worth taking. Because I'm definitely not scoring a ton of points on the board here. It's gonna have to be milestones, awards, and just straight up VP terraforming rating. That's how I feel about it too. The thing that I don't like about playing or getting scientists or marking that out as an award so early is that people can really compete with you on that. Like I don't know what this Phobolog player has in hand. I think it's unlikely that we're gonna get into a fight over it that I can't win, but it's possible. The thing that's good about the science tags that I have is that they're pretty good. They have points on them. Like this one has 2. This one has 2. This one has 1. So if we do end up with, and this one's probably going to be worth 2 at the end by the time that I play Space Mirror, Fuel Generators, all the other stuff. So if we do get in a fight over the scientist, I think it ends up being okay for me. Okay. All right. So that's interesting. So you have to think that this guy is going to fund Builder right now. I cannot imagine he does not. But if he doesn't, he does leave the window open for me. Unfortunately, I'm going to be out of position next turn. Wow, he's building a power plant. Yeah, okay. All right. So he'll have Builder next. And then I guess the question is, can I push hard? Like I could push hard for Terraformer now. So if I just bump the heat twice and take the ocean tile, that puts me up to 31. Then on the next turn, I'll have another bump here, 32, and I can play Splitting Plant 33. And I'm in the neighborhood. And I could play Radchem Factory to get there. I think it makes sense for me to just bump the heat twice. It cost me 28. It also cannibalizes points from other players. I think that's the right play. And at this point, I have enough cards. I really just want cash. I don't need the greenery tile or the plant. I guess I'll just take the card, though, because if it turns out to be something very good, if it doesn't, I can just sell it. So it cost me 1 for the opportunity to play that card. That's a little bit of a... This is a little bit of a gamble. Solar power. That's a point 2. Wow, that's a great card. Well played. I'm actually a little happy to see that because my biggest competition for Terraformer is going to be somebody getting the greenery tiles, I guess cities too. But if he's spending cash on that, then he can't do both. Man, he's generating a lot of heat. I may not have the opportunity to bump the heat again. Yeah. Yeah, I may not have the opportunity because I'm going to be going last next turn. So those cubes may end up being stranded because he's going to have the opportunity to bump this twice to start the next round. That is a little frustrating, unfortunately, because I was kind of counting on that to get to 35. He's going to take Builder. So I guess I'm just all in trying to go for Terraformer now. Okay. So let's play Lagrange here. And let's go ahead and play fuel generators for 0. I need 4 more tags. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think I'm actually going to play Radchem Factory. That gets me to 33. And I'll still have enough for Giant Space Mirror. So then that turns on Water Splitting Plant the following turn. Yeah, that's what I'm a little worried about. He's going to be able to get Gardener. Yeah, he's going first next turn. Well played. He's going to get me there. All right. Well, if that's the case, I basically need to focus on getting just as many points as I can. I'm not sure I could have done anything differently there. All right, so I'm gonna play Radchem Factory. It's just I don't have a way to get those 2 extra bumps. God, I'm not sure what that guy is doing. I guess he just assumes he has it. I have 5. I can't punish him, unfortunately. If I sold 3 cards and bought a greenery tile, I get the heat bump. I'd have to sell 4 cards. All right, I'm going to standard project a greenery tile. Now, if I if I just sell if I sell 4 more cards, I can just get Terraformer, and I think it's worth it. So let's see what happens. So I can sell 4 and then get Terraformer. He passed. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get it. All right, that's actually pretty big. And that's actually gonna. I mean, this guy made a big mistake because the green guy is gonna get the. He's gonna get Gardner now. So what am I selling? I'm probably selling Splitting Plant at this point. Well, I'm definitely selling Physics Complex, Equatorial Magnetizer. Well, Magnetizer, Advanced Ecosystems, yeah, Space Mirror probably. All right, so sell patent. I'm going to get rid of Advanced Ecosystems. Don't think that's happening for me. Equatorial Magnetizer. I think I'm going to get rid of Physics Complex. I don't think I'm going to get there. So that's 3, and then I need 1 more. I kind of like to leave the dream alive on, I guess Power Supplies Consortium is just not going to help me very much because I'm either going to need 3 or none. So I'm just going to sell this one. Bam. That was a big play right there. That gives me a fighting chance in this one. And I still have a lot of points on cards to come down. I mean, this game's going to end really fast, so I just need to make sure I can deploy all of them. I might be able to get second in Thermalist too, just with these 8 cubes. I'll have 12 or 16 at the end of the game. That might help too. So that's dead card. This one's pretty dead. Probably just take Geothermal Power. Not taking it, but yeah, Horst, I mean, that's right. I mean, is my anxiety the cause of my tight play? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it's one of those things that if I weren't so pessimistic, I wouldn't end up getting them. But this guy here, the Interplanetary Cinematics, he's got to be kicking himself. Definitely should have had Builder, and this guy just lucked out because he really should have been the odd man out on those milestones. I definitely think going back, the play to get the water tile down was the right one. That was, I think, a good call. This is a tough one. So I don't want to be passing these science tags. I don't think I'm going to have time for tundra farming. I guess I'm just going to take that. I'm going to have to just hope that somebody doesn't have the time to beat me out with scientist. I am about to play several science tags, and I'm up by 2 right now. So I'm going to have to hope that does it. Yeah, I don't care about Fuel Factory. So honestly, I'm probably just taking none of these cards. I have enough cards right now. I need to pick up the pace here a little bit. I'm gonna run out of time if. All right, I don't really want any of these cards. So my play here is going to be I think I just start playing out these science tags now. Filters, gene repair, colonies ship. I think those are my priorities here. I wouldn't be surprised if that cinematics guy just quits right now. I guess he has minor. Yeah, that's a good play for him. Now, where do we stand on... This game might end this turn. Where do we stand on second place for Thermalist? Okay, good. So I'm in line to get second placed on Thermalist, so that's a couple points. Minor, don't think so. Well, they've got 0. Yeah, Credit Corp's probably going to get second on minor. Yeah, so basically my priorities are going to be breathing filters and gene repair. And then colony ship. How many tags do I have right now? 3, yeah. Not sure about that at this point. Five to 1. All right, I'm pretty likely to get that. If this game goes another turn, I've got a good play with colony ship. Looks like water splitting plant just never materialized. Yeah, I told you yellow is gonna forfeit. So I probably will just play solar power here for one more point. Yeah, it's gonna go one more turn. Unfortunately, I guess I can do. I guess I have productive things to do next turn. Honestly, I could sell robotic workforce and play Space Mirror, which will get me a bump. Will get me one of these oxygen points too. That's a lot to do for that. It would cost me like 26 points, 26 credits for 1 point, which is, I mean, obviously solar power is just better. I don't think I want to do that. All right, so I think I'm just gonna pass. I'm gonna sell splitting plant. That's just not happening. And I'm just gonna pass here to make sure that I don't. I don't see a way this is going to end this turn, but just in case, I could play robotic workforce to protect the scientist if I needed it. I won't, though. I mean, okay. I think Credit Core is my biggest competition here. He's got 10 VP. I've got 8. He's got a bunch of points on board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points on board. But I do have 3 milestones and awards, and I'm second place in 1. And I have a decent edge on him on just TR rating. So we will see. I'm going to get 4 more points out of the colony ship. And that's probably it. So it's going to be close. I hope this game doesn't lock up now, because this guy left. It's an AI. I thought okay, good. All right, I'm gonna pass here. Okay. So basically, just anything that's going to score me points is what I want. Ooh, Tropical Resort, very nice. Pretty sure this guy has protected Habs. I'm just going to take Tropical Resort. I think I could actually play that card. That's just a couple more points for me. That's a nice pickup. And I don't think that I need extra heat. I think I'm going to get second place in heat regardless. I think I just take Lightning Harvest. It's just a point. I don't mind passing that science tag because I think I pretty much have it in the clear at this point. I mean, I'm pretty far ahead of everybody else on those. Make sure. Yeah. And I have one in hand that I can... I don't like passing this cheap tag, but I'm just gonna take Terraforming Ganymede. I don't know. I haven't counted all the tags and everything. There's the mass converter. I'm not going to take that at this point. Okay, so how much cash do I have? I want to play colony. I want to play colony ship. I have 52 cash, so that's 24. So I can also afford to play these two. So I'm going to take these two. I don't really understand that play at this point. That's I So I'll play let's go ahead and play colony ship. Yeah, this one's going to be close because, yeah, I think the credit core player may edge me. I really needed these guys to be bumping the oxygen a little bit too. And maybe the correct play for me was to go for the water splitting plant route to make sure that the game ends on this turn. I really need this player to make sure the oxygen's over because he's... Yeah. I think it's definitely better for me if the game ends this turn. I don't have a ton of other things to do with my money. I guess I could get, one more point. I hope this guy bumps the oxygen. No. I guess that's just 2 points for him. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, and he's going to get a... Ooh. Who'd he hit with that? Okay. I am going to play Tropical Resort. I don't think I'm not going to be second place in minor, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the steal. I don't know. I guess the other thing that the credit core player could be thinking is, does it benefit him to go one more round? Well, it's going to go one more round. There's no way around it because I guess since I'm going ahead of the credit core player, if this goes to the next round, I could just buy a plant tile, and I could buy a plant tile, place it here, and play a city, or play a city, then plant tile. Yeah. He's definitely got some points on the ground there. He might have edged me out. It's going to be close. It's a good game, though. I generally like 3-player games, but this is actually pretty fun. Zeppelins. I just hope this guy buys a greenery tile. No. Okay, no such luck. All right, I guess I'll just go lightning harvest. Okay, so he did buy the greenery. All right. So that's it. That's game. I'm going to go ahead and play solar power. He's got 0 cards. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what happens here. That was a good game. I think it's going to be close. I think this guy has a lot of points on the ground. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points on the ground. Plus 15, 16. So he's going to have 16 points on the ground. It's going to be close. All right. Well, let's see. I was up by 5. I was up by 12 on the... Oh. Got there. Just barely. Cool. Well, that was a good game. I think they calculated these correctly. Yeah, I'd have to go back and look, but this looks right to me. So this game really came down to this fight over the milestones, and if I think the key moment was when I chose to buy those 2 bumps on the heat tracker to get the ocean tile placement. That really put me in position to just sort of squeak out that terraformer, and that ended up being definitely the difference in this game. So I think probably the yellow players should have been up 5, should have had builder and been at low 60s, and this guy should have been a little bit lower. But overall pretty good. It is very interesting how different the game is with 4 players than 3, and I think the sweet spot for this game is 3 because the game goes so quickly in a 4-player game. It ended on generation 9, I think, and could have ended on 8. Yeah, the yellow guy did set me up for the bonus. I think he did make some mistakes, but the problem with the really fast game with 4 players is that it doesn't give time for the engine strategies to really get going. And I do like it with 3 when you have the possibility of having a little bit of a longer game to let your engine come to fruition. It doesn't always happen like that in a 3-player game. Sometimes they're very quick as well, but with 3, I feel like there's more of a chance for that to be a possibility. And so a lot of the skill in a 3-player game is figuring out how long the game is going to last and then tailoring your strategy to that end. So anyway, that was a good one, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave any comments and things like that if you'd like. And thanks for watching. All right.